What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and hello if you are new. Today we will be going over the heroes that I think are the most overpowered heroes at low ranks. Keep in mind that this is low ranks, therefore a good chunk of these heroes may not be nearly as strong or strong at all the higher in the ranks you go. Okay, we're starting off right away. Number 5, in my opinion, is going to easily be Kaja. I think you all know why Kaja is here at No 5, and obviously at lower ranks, it's because of his ultimate. Even at higher ranks, his ultimate is really good. But people in lower ranks, like Master, Elite, and Warrior, they obviously don't really know how to play around Kaja's ultimate. Because he can literally just walk up to you at lower ranks, and then just drag you into a tower. I know that's not really how it works, but the general idea is there. People at lower ranks don't know how to play around someone that could literally just drag someone into a tower. And if you guys don't really know what Kaja is, it's basically that support hero that has a dash, and then he could just bring everyone into the tower or into a team fight and just totally take them out of the equation. And people at lower ranks do not know how to position themselves or put them in different places or use certain abilities to keep them from getting grabbed and then pulled into a tower or pulled into a mob of 3 people. They don't know how to position themselves or have the game sense to know when the cause is just going to come out or whatever, and they don't check for him or anything. So therefore, Kaja at lower ranks can just pull them in or pull them into a tower or wherever he wants to pull them, and there won't be that much risk going in for it or anything. So that is why Kaja is number 5 on this list. Next up is number 4, Lunox. If you guys don't know, I've been having a lot of fun playing Lunox, and yes, she is a very powerful character right now. Even in the higher ranks, she's the second best mage, maybe behind Harith. But what makes her so dominant at lower ranks is the fact that people don't understand that light makes her really tanky, and that you really shouldn't turret dive her or even try to fight a one-on-one lane with her. But since most players at lower ranks don't roam or go jungling or whatever, and they just sit in their lanes, Lunox will easily win that lane because of how good of a laner she is, because of how much sustainability she has with her first skill, and just the fact that she has a bunch of magic resistant armor because of her passive and her first skill. And also, even if you get her low, with 2 people or whatever, and then she backs off into a tower, you can't really turret dive her because she has her invincibility skill. And the mistake that people make at lower ranks, and I've seen this personally when I was lower ranked Lunox, people literally just dive you even though you're clearly on the light side and you have your ultimate. And this happens all the time if you're a low health Lunox, since you've been sustaining in this fight with them so long, or with 2 other people, it's just sustaining the lane. They get mad at you, so they want to kill you. So they will jump into the tower because they think they could kill you. But then, right as you're about to be killed, you just use your ultimate. They're stuck in the tower. They're taking damage from the ultimate and the tower, though the ultimate doesn't do much damage. But either way, Lunox survives, and then she can counterattack with Cosmic Vision to slow them down, or whatever, and that person is dead. So therefore, she can't easily be taken away out of the equation because she could just flicker back into the tower or whatever. She basically can't die in a one-on-one lane because she can't be turret dived. And that's why she's so overpowered in all ranks, but especially in lower ranks, because people don't understand that she has this invincibility skill and it's not a good idea to turret dive, and they end up giving her the kill. And they also don't understand to go roaming, just leave her in a lane. She doesn't do that much damage to towers, so they don't know how to fight her basically in a 1v1 lane. And since that's the main the preferred method of fighting in Mobile Legends at lower ranks is just to sustain your own lane and not go jungling or anything. Lunox is very, very overpowered because she's really good at doing that. Okay, third is going to be Alice. This one is pretty obvious because Alice is just simply really, really tanky for a mage. Probably more tanky than Lunox on the light side. And players at lower ranks really just don't know how to deal with her because of her sheer tankiness from her passive and the builds that you put on her and the lifesteal from her ultimate. Her first skill is also really good because she could both initiate and get out. And lower ranked players won't really know how to react. They're not going to be able to chase an Alice that just teleports away. And also, they're not going to be able to do much against an Alice that initiates with the first skill and then the second skill stun and then just the ultimate. There's not really that much that these lower ranked players can do. Sure, you could flicker out of it. Sure, you could use like the Aegis shield, or like you could just use a few skills and try to fight back. But the point is, at lower ranks, when you see someone come in, immobilize you, and then start sucking blood from you, you're going to panic. You're literally just going to straight up panic. And that's why Alice is really good. It causes like this panic when you're lower ranked. You're like, oh wait, yeah, I can fight. Oh wait, no, my health is lower. And now she's getting lifesteal too. I have to get out. But then she could chase you with her first skill and immobilize you again. So just, and she's also really good at doing lane. So just all that, like, variety in her kit, well, not really variety, but just the amount of things that she could do against lower ranked players makes her really strong. Especially just the fact that if a lot of people are killing her and she got like some kills early on and she's like quite fed, her ultimate will just heal her right back up at lower like ranks. Like there's like you have to stun her, or you have to back off until the ultimate is over. But at lower ranks you just keep attacking her, and then basically she'll probably have some help from her team too, and therefore they're going to get wiped because they don't really understand how to fight Alice. They just don't really understand how to deal with Alice, and therefore Alice is a really good choice. Second on this list, is probably the most overpowered hero right now, and that is Kimmy. Kimmy at lower ranks straight up shreds. Her first skill can kill early, and she has mobility to chase anyone down with her second skill to refill the energy and mobility, and her passive that increases her movement speed. Okay, so her first skill can obviously kill really early, and at lower ranks this is even worse. While players will go after minions or even go after you, Kimmy's first skill, even at like level 1, level 2, or like level 4, will easily be able to take you out, and then the players will start to retreat. But then they forget about Kimmy's ultimate, which will be able to do a good chunk of damage. And since Kimmy has the mobility and the range with her first skill to deal more damage as they're running away, most likely they're going to be really low health, where Kimmy can just straight up bam them or destroy them or whatever you want to say with her ultimate. And she gets early kills, and she's a marksman. So obviously marksmen, if they get early kills and they start getting fed, then they actually just destroy late game. So she's really good early game. She's like a mage early game. She can kill really, really early. Except she has that marksman property where later on in the game, if you didn't finish it already because of how Kimmy is so good in early game, she'll be able to kill just as easily as some of the other marksmen. Which is why she is actually so broken. So that's exactly why she's in number 3. I forgot to mention this. Also, she's actually pretty good at laning, so even if, like, since people at lower ranks don't really like to jungle or whatnot, even if she's not going around and getting all those jungles like she's supposed to, she can still win a lane. She can still beat most characters in lane. I've played against, like, Kimmy's as Lunox, and I consider myself a pretty good Lunox, and I've lost lanes to Kimmy's. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm just bad against going against Kimmy, so I might be biased right here because I've been killed by a bunch of Kimmys. But actually, though, like, I think Kimmy is one of those characters that actually can beat or can fight up or stand up against Lunox in a lane, which is a pretty big achievement considering how strong she is at jungling too, and how good she is at getting kills. So lastly, coming in number 1 and taking the spot of the most overpowered hero, in my opinion, at lower ranks, is Natalia. Most of you probably guessed it, I don't know, but Natalia is really, really strong at lower ranks. Natalia might not be as strong as you go up in the ranks, but since people learn to respect her when they go up in the ranks and learn to counter her to the extent that she can be countered, This is not true about lower ranks. Let's just say that. People don't know how to counter her, and they do not respect her until they get killed like 50 times. Most people at low ranks don't pay attention or don't like take significant measures when the exclamation point comes up. They don't try to find her or anything. They'll just keep going with their thing. I don't know why, but that's just how it works. They won't pay attention to it. They won't take any significant measures to counter it. And then Talia comes in, smoke bomb, inspire, silence, whatever. They're silenced. They can't use any skills to get out. No flicker, no whatever. No basic attacks either with smoke bomb, inspire, and they're dead because they don't know how to get into a better position or just how to straight up just not get like instantly burst down. And the reason why this is even stronger is because there's always going to be like 3 or 4 people. It doesn't mean that everyone isn't good against Natalia, but there's going to be a good chunk of people on the opposing team at lower ranks that is going to be bad against Natalia. And Natalia will just easily just kill that person because they're so bad. There's usually like 2 or 3, or I said 3 or 4 earlier, but like they can easily kill the people that don't respect Natalia, and then she's now fed. So even the people that know how to counter Natalia to the extent that she could be countered at lower ranks, they aren't going to be able to do anything because Natalia will be able to kill them inside the silence and the smoke bomb like time. So they're literally not going to be able to do anything. And even if they like reveal her, she's still a beast when she's fed. Like seriously. And at that point, like if they feed Natalia at lower ranks, it's going to result in like a quick 50 kill game for Natalia. And like she's just going to be farming opponents if she gets fed at lower ranks. And trust me, I have experience with this. One of my friends is a really good Natalia player, and I've also gone against so many Natalia players when I was really bad at the game, and I would always like just straight up throw my tablet and scream because I didn't understand how to counter her, because just exclamation point, I didn't really pay attention to it, and then she'd be here and I'd just be dead. So players at lower rank just simply can't counter a decent Natalia player. So that's why she is, in my opinion, the most overpowered hero at low ranks. Okay, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe. It really, really helps me out, and it encourages me to make more of these beautiful and awesome, I don't know if they're beautiful, but I think they're awesome, and these great videos that I hope you guys like. So thank you all if you should subscribe. Also, make sure to hit that like button to show me that you really enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. It's Snowy Paws here, signing off.